Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasa'Allah, Koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Kahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. I just want to say Pawada to all the H.I.M and Akwab that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. New story. This thing is getting closer, man. It's this MOTB, the market of beauty and the beast, is popping, man. Get set, get ready to rock, because this thing is about to happen soon. China has a controversial plan for a brain-computer interface. So why are all these companies doing this? Why, you got your Elon Musk. It's a few companies that's going into the brain part of this thing. Now we already know that the hand part is there already. We know fully well that there are people out here literally with implants in their hands and they're making purchases with it. We've seen clearly that you got places like Whole Foods, with the palm readers. A lot of stuff is tap and pay these days. You can tap your phone, you can Apple Pay, you can Samsung Pay, whatever pay. So we understand that everything is becoming a lot more digital, a lot less cash is being used, and it's moving more towards this MOTB, man, faster and faster. So, and all the prophecies are playing out so cold to the point where, man, this shit could pop off at any point in the game. Okay, so it says, a tech forum in Beijing last week, a Chinese company unveiled a homegrown brain-computer interface that allowed a monkey to seamlessly control a robotic arm just by thinking about it. Okay. What was Elon Musk doing? They dealing with the animals, dealing with, they had them in the pigs. They had them in the, the monkeys playing, these video games and shit like that. So this is how they test things. And they do a lot of hours of testing, a lot of hours. And the technology is already there. So it could be this man, Esau could throw this shit out here at any point in the game, man. It says in a video shown at the event, a monkey with its hands restrained, using the interface to move a robotic arm and grasp a strawberry. The system developed by New Cyber, Neurotech, and the Chinese Institute of Brain Research involves soft electrodes, filaments, implanted in the brain, according to state-run news media outlet Xinhua. If I'm pronouncing that right, I'm probably butchering the shit out of that. Researchers in the U.S. have tested similar systems and paralyzed people to allow them to control robotic arms. But the demonstration underscores China's progress in developing its own brain-computer interface technology and vying with the West. So all these countries are going to be battling. They're going to be battling, man. It's just the same old thing. A lot of them taking their cue after the West. They're drinking that juice of Babylon. They figuring if they don't keep up with the U.S. or the West, so to speak, then, they could really lose footing, so to speak. So when the U.S. put together nuclear missiles, other countries going to put them together. Why? Because they understand that Esau, the so-called white man, to come in and conquer their asses and take every damn thing that they have. So these other countries, they be, trying to keep up. So, hey, like I said again, we can clearly see the technology is here. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, collect and analyze brain signals, often to allow direct control of the external device, such as a robotic arm, keyboard, or smartphone. In the U.S., a cadre of startups, including Elon Musk Neuralinks, are aiming to commercialize the technology. William Hannes, lead analysis at Georgetown University Center for Security and Emerging Technologies, says China is quickly catching up with the U.S. in terms of the BCI technology. They're strongly motivated. He says the Asian superpower, they're doing state-of-the-art work, or at least as advanced as anybody else in the world. He says China has typically lagged behind the U.S. in invasive BCIs, that is, those that are implanted in the brain or on its surface, choosing instead to focus on non-invasive technology that's worn on the head, Slakia, but it's quickly catching up on implantable interfaces, which are being explored for medical application. Now, of course, you know, they're going to give you that. You know, that's why the scriptures talks about that Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. They going to most definitely, you know, whisk this shit out on the world like it's going to make everything so much better. You know, telling you that, you know, we'll already have your medical records, you know, running the bullshit on you. Just think if your child was kidnapped, or just think if you got into an accident, and we can automatically, we know exactly what you need, your blood type and all this. You know, they're going to give it to the world as if it's something good, but it's going to be a sneaky ass creep up, man, and it's going to destroy a lot of people. And this is why we do these lessons, man. We warning the flock. We are warning you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you are Israelites. You are not to let these people implant shit into you. Don't allow these people to become your God, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing. You're going to be basically, you know, giving over, you know, or relinquishing your you know, your servitude over to this man, you know, perpetually. Because the Lord is not going to deal with you if you accept this man's device. He's going to destroy your ass. Okay? It says China is not the least bit shy about this. He says, referring to ethical guidelines released by the Communist Party in February 2024 that included cognitive enhancement of healthy people as a goal of Chinese BCI research. So there's nothing even wrong with these people. They just, you know, they're healthy people just basically trying to turn their asses into something super. Non-medical purposes such as attention modulation, sleep regulation, memory regulation, and exoskeletons for augmentative BCI technology should be explored and developed to a certain extent, provided there is strict regulation and clear benefit. So, you know, all of them out here fighting to have robots at war, you know, just, you know, these people, man, they got to be taken out of power. If they continue to rule, you know, especially the so-called white man, because he's fueling all the bullshit. Everybody else just really just trying to keep up with him, you know, to keep from being, you know, again, like I said, you know, conquered and colonized, basically. Because if China wasn't doing what they doing, America would have been, you know what I'm saying, invaded China. They, you know, so they've really tried hard to keep up with, you know, the military things that's going on in the world, you know, as far, because they know that America is gonna, you know, America, these so-called white people will run off in there, and next thing you know, they gonna take your shit and turn your women into, you know how it go. You're gonna have a lot of drug heads, you're gonna have a lot of school shootings, you're gonna have a lot of murders, you know, a bunch of damn deletions, because America is you know, just a horrible place, man. And everywhere they go with this democracy shit, it's a terrible look, man. Anyway, let's see. The translated Chinese guidelines go on to say that the BCI technology should avoid replacing or weakening human decision-making capabilities. Yeah. Before it is proven to surpass human levels and gain societal consensus, and avoid research that significantly interferes with or blurs human autonomy and self-awareness. Yeah, right, man. Esau don't give a shit. Esau gonna take it there. These non-medical applications refer to wearable BCIs that rely on electrodes placed on the scalp, also known as, okay, so they're going off, and we know about the wearables. But pretty much overall, I just, you know, we got the basis of what's going on. Because there's a few of these companies that's doing this. And this thing is moving fast, man. So you only hear about a story of it every now and then, but there are actually people that are into this type of stuff, and they follow it on a regular basis. Like, this is The Wire. You can kind of get some pretty decent you know, technology articles in this particular hookup. But let's just get the scriptures, man. I don't want to keep this long. I just seen that it popped up on my phone real quick. And I'm just like, okay, bet. Let's go up and do Revelation 13. Yeah, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. The scripture says to watch and pray, to be circumspect. Don't let this man, you know, sneak up on you with the bullshit. Don't let any of this stuff sneak up on you, man. Stay focused. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And see, China already, they already have a pretty good system in place, on some 15-minute city type shit where, you had to pretty much badge in and badge out, man, so to speak. Everywhere you go, they got cameras on you. They seeing you. They give you a social credit score, all that little shit like that. So, China already got a little ups on America in so many ways, Okay, but hey, you're not gonna be able to buy or sell unless you take this. But what? If you take it, then you're gonna be in trouble with the Lord. So what we're teaching is basically, to about the prophecies, as far as like this particular prophecy, is you're gonna have to trust in the Lord, man, and not fall for this man's devices, man. Yeah, things gonna look rough, but the Lord said he's gonna deliver us from the hour of temptation when things like this come about. All we have to do is trust on him, and we don't know what the testing is gonna be, or we just don't know that yet. We don't know to the extent of what the temptation is gonna be like, but we know that it's gonna be something that's gonna, pretty much make people bow. You're either gonna bow one way or the other. You're gonna bow to these so-called white people and take their shit, and the Lord is going to destroy you, or you're going to bow to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and you're going to have, an out, so to speak, or at least you want to be trying, what I'm saying, to avoid the destruction that's coming to this place because of what this man is about to do. You at least want that, right? So let's go to chapter 14 and verse 9, Revelation 14 and 9. Let's see what's going to happen to the people that's going to take it, that actually falls through and takes this shit. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast or his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You don't want no parts of that, man. And then also, let's go to chapter 16. Because people are going to get fucked up when they're going to be trusting in this man. And immediately, pretty much, after having that shit within you, or worshiping this man, hey, them gruesome swords going to come upon you. This is Revelation 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. It says noisome and grievous sore. Let me see if they got something on this in the commentary. This guy right here, though, this is Paul Kritzman. He's all right, but he's definitely be going off in his commentary. I got a few commentaries, though. Yeah, they going all the way off in this, boy. I ain't gonna even get this guy's commentary. These guys are sometimes okay. Noisome, literally evil. See? Compare Deuteronomy 28 and 60 and 27. Okay, so that's one of the curses. And also, there's another one. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emeroids, and with the scab, and with the itch whereof thou canst not be healed. Woo. And they also have Deuteronomy 28 and 35. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed from the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head. Ooh wee. You don't want no parts of that, man. Okay, it says the very same Greek word is used in the Septuagint as here, Greek helkos. The reason why the sixth Egyptian plague is the first here is because it was directed against the Egyptian magicians, Janus and Jambres, so that they could not stand before Moses. And so here the plagues is sent upon those who in the beast worship had practiced sorcery, as they submitted to the mark of the beast, so they must bear the mark of the avenging God. Wow. Okay. So they have Revelation 7:3 saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their forehead. Okay, bet. They have Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And that's what we're looking forward to, man. You know, we're working towards that, man. You know, we're praying that we're part of the hopeful elect. This is verse 6. It says, slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and began at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. See? Now that word mark, as a matter of fact, let me go into this. Because this is not a mark. This is not something that's going to be a physical mark. This is going to be, you know, pretty much, you know, the Lord knows your mindset. He knows who you are. He knows that you're really sighing and crying. He knows you know, he knows you. You know, you're not going to need something physically to be put in you for the Lord to know who you. He knows already. He knows who the elect are. He knows who the predestinated are, right? Okay, so I'm going to this word mark. Let's see if we can get some. Yeah, they going all off into the name and everything. Okay, well, I can read this. Well, they basically they went back to Ezekiel 9, you know, 9 and 6, but it's a little more on that. It says, it may be objected that Daniel, Jeremiah, and others were carried away, whereas many of the vilest were left in the land. But God does not promise believers exemption from all suffering, but only from what will prove really and lastingly hurtful to them. His sparing the ungodly turns to their destruction and leaves them without excuse. However, the prophecy waits a fuller and final fulfillment. Revelation 7:3-8, in ages long after Babylon foretells as still future the same sealing of a remnant, 144,000 of Israel, previous to the final outpouring of wrath on the rest of the nation. The correspondence is exact. The same pouring of fire from the altar follows the marking of the remnant in both. Okay. Anyway, didn't mean to go all that far, but the point is that, hey, look, you don't want no parts of what this man is about to offer. You see what happened with, we know people went out here and rolled their sleeves up over the past couple of years here. You know what I'm talking about. The DOVOC. You spell it forward. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people went out here and trusted in that man. And you have a lot of healthy young athletes. I'm talking about in the prime. I'm talking about healthy as you can possibly get, that have, you know, let's just say they ain't here no more, you know. So be careful of stuff like this, man. You know, it's just another warning. When I seen it, as soon as I seen it pop up, I was like, well, gotta touch on it, man. And you know, those Chinese people, they don't have a lot of ethics neither. They, you know, they've been doing unethical stuff, you know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about trying putting certain animals with other animals, and meshing certain things together that the Lord, you know, told us not to do. And that's pretty much overall Esau and his science as well. They do a lot of that shit too. That's why, you know, the world is flooded with GMO foods, and you know, they mixing this, they mixing that, and doing all these crazy things. You know, but the Lord is going to come and get them out of power soon. But all this shit going into you, the Lord didn't create people like that, man. He didn't create, he gave you a spirit. He's in control of those things, man. But the so-called white man, he thinks that he's God. You see, that's why when you go into let me see, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that man of sin, that son of perdition, that's Esau. That's the so-called white race, man. So everybody else, you know what I'm saying, is just following suit. They're just, little extras in the movie. Esau is a main character. He's a main star in the movie. Verse 4 says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So you have the elite of these so-called white people, man. They trying to come up and really, you know what I'm saying, be the all-seeing, all-knowing, just like the Most High. That's why they got cameras every damn where. They watching, might be watching you through your phone, listening to your conversation through your microphone on the phone, watching you through your damn TV. Smart this, smart that. Motherfuckers can zoom in with a camera, man, all up on your ass. They got plate readers, breathalyzers. They even trying to come out with the new cars now where, they can just take control of your car while you're driving it. You jump in, you smelling like Listerine. It can, make a suggestion that you've been drinking. Shut your damn car down. You already see with these, not only is Elon Musk into the Neuralink, with the brain chip shit, he's into these cars, man. You know what I'm saying? With these damn Teslas, them shits will shut down on you. They'll shut down on you and lock you in. I seen an article with one lady. She was about to, she pass out from heat exhaustion because the car had went into update mode. And they were basically telling her that, if you open the door while the car is updating, you can pretty much mess up the system. So I guess she was just like, she was going to try and last it out, which she did, but her ass was in 115 degree weather inside that car. But then, we've seen situations where, hey, there have been accidents, the car can lock you in and your ass may not be able to get out. I just done a lesson earlier on Japan with this little smart city that they got, where everything is gonna be smart, and and they monitoring everything, with some AI type shit, like on some old 15-minute city shit. So if it's up to this man, this is what he really wants of you. He doesn't want you out and about, in no damn garden. I got my own garden in the back. Some people just like stuff like, they just like to do stuff like that. Some people are into gardening and plants and things of that nature. This man don't want you out in no yard. Some places it's illegal for you to collect rainwater, which you probably won't want to deal with that rainwater anyway. You better purify the shit out of that shit if you gathering any rainwater with the chemtrails that they spraying. They don't tell them what's in that shit. But this man, he has fucked up the air quality anyway. The water that's done seeped into the soil, you can barely plant anything. It's hard to, if you planting anything, it's like that shit is pretty much overall, it's poisoned. So you have to, hey, we're living in a time where this man, he's like, nope, I got your food. I'm going to feed you. I got your water. I'm going to, this man will have your ass down to just taking a pill. You know what I'm saying? And there's no food at all. In the future. He trying to take you to the future, man. Fuck around and give you a one pill, and it holds you down. Where you won't even have to eat for a week or some shit. You know how this man get down, man. He throws his science around like he's that guy, and he's done nothing but destroyed this place, man. And he's gonna continue to do so until the Lord comes. There's no making America great again or building back better or any of that stuff, man. These people are completely destroying this place. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has completely destroyed this planet, man. And I be looking at some of this news, this Euro news and stuff like that, like these motherfuckers is everywhere, man. I was just watching the news just before I came out to do this lesson. And now they got it where basically they had a news section where they were talking about, say like you in a picture and you posing and you throw up a peace sign and you got your fingers exposed. Motherfuckers can use the phone to take a snapshot of your fingerprint and use your damn fingerprint to get down, man. Stealing identities and shit like that. They can take a picture of your that's how the resolution, how good the resolution done got on some of these cameras, where they can even take a picture of your iris right off a picture that they see you on. They can literally take a picture offline that you're in, Facebook picture or something like that, and they can scan your damn fingerprints, man, and your iris scan, man. So this is what this whole thing is boiling down to, man. So, you know, we have to be alert, man. So let me end out with this here. Gotta stay on point, man. Be alert out here. A lot going on. A lot to report on, man. This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. See, you have the Lord has given us a commandment to watch and pray, man. To be circumspect, to check out our surroundings. Let's get this one. Sirach 5:15. Be not ignorant in anything, in a great matter or small. So you don't want to be ignorant in a great matter or small. This may seem like something small, but we know it to be something big. This is big, man. But little news articles where you see certain things, it's like, you know, you're reading through the spirit, you know, and you filtering through the spirit, like scriptures come to mind, you know. And there's nothing wrong with just jumping out there, man, doing a quick little lesson on that stuff, man. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. All you doing is warning the flock about the information, and that, you know what I'm saying, it's an indicator that, okay, we're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. You know, we have a job to do to report on things that we see, so our people don't be destroyed. It can be something as simple as, you know, like this bird flu shit that's going on. Or you might see something where, you know, salmonella or E. coli, some crazy shit is in a food. Or, you know, some people are being hospitalized. You know, ain't nothing to throw up a post and report on that real quick. Ain't got to be nothing drawn out long. Just let the people know, hey, look, man, don't buy the strawberries this week, man. There's something wrong with them shits. You know? So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. You know, hey, it's another article. And this shit is becoming more blatantly forward. They're not hiding this stuff no more. This used to be something of scientific, you know, some science fiction, or, you know, some conspiracy shit. And people really didn't, you know, you see stuff like this in the movies, but you know, you don't think that, okay, this is some real live shit that's out here. Anyway, with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.